Hello everyone. Last week in the previous video, you learned how to use type 0. And today we are going to talk about if clause type 1. Let's start. Type 1 refers to the feature. It is used to express a possibility in the future. It's not certain that it will happen, but it is possible. In other words, we can say that an action in the future will only happen if a certain condition is fulfilled by that time, okay? We don't know it for sure, but we think it is likely to happen. Here is the structure. You see two different parts in the sentence, if clause and mean clause. The if clause tells you the condition. The main clause tells you the result, okay? And in the if clause part, we use present simple. In the main clause, we use will. That's the standard form of type 1. Look at the examples. If you work hard, you will pass the exam. You will pass the exam if you work hard. The main clause can also be at the beginning of the sentence. In this case, don't use comma, okay? The order of the clause doesn't change the meaning. And rule. Look, if clause, work, present simple form, main clause, will or will pass, future form, okay? The meaning is the same, the rule is the same. If I have time, I will finish that letter, or I will finish that letter if I have time. Let's continue. You will see more examples here. If we have enough time, we will go shopping. That means it is possible. Nobody will notice if you leave early. If it's sunny, we will go to the park. That's a possible condition, okay? If it rains, we will stay at home and watch a film. The conditional used with the modal verbs is usually the first conditional. First conditional means type 1. You can also use modal verbs in the main clause instead of future tense, okay? So you do it to express degree of certainty or permission or recommendation about the outcome. The modal verb may is used to express possibility or permission. The modal verb can is used to indicate ability or possibility. Look at the structure. In the if clause, we use present simple. It doesn't change, as you see. In the main clause, you can use modal verbs like can, may, sometimes must, okay? You can use different modal verbs. For example, if she helps me, I may finish the project. Look, if she helps me, present simple. I may finish. May is a modal verb, and this sentence expresses possibility. If it snows, we can play snowball. I use can here. If I finish the project, may I go home? Or you can say, may I go home if I finish the project? And this sentence indicates permission because it says, may I go home? If I have time, I may come to your house. Again, that's a possible condition. Okay, we are talking about possibility here. Let's continue. Using type 1 in questions. Okay, let's see how can make questions in type 1 sentences. What will they do if they lose the match? The question form is in the main clause, okay? What will they do? And here I use present simple again. Can you call me if you see him? Can you tell her to see me if she calls you? What will you do if you miss the train? As you see, the question forms are in the main clause. One or two of the clauses may be negative, so you can use positive, negative forms, or you can make questions in type 1 sentences. For example, if you do not come, I will not go to the party. Look, present simple negative and the negative form of will. Do not come, I will not go. If I don't see her today, I will call her tomorrow. And negative form here is in the if clause. It can be in the main clause if you want. If it doesn't snow, the roads will be open. You will miss the train if you don't hurry. Okay, we will continue with an exercise. We will fill in the gaps to build correct type 1 conditional sentences. Now I want you to remember the rule. In the if clause, we use present simple. In the main clause, we use will. Let's start with the first one. Here, the sentence starts with the main clause. So, I will use will here. And then, in the if clause part, I will use present simple. She will put on some more weight if she eats too much sugar. Number 2. Now the sentence starts with if clause. So I will use present simple here and will here. If I study a lot, I will pass the exam. Third one. Now we have a negative form here. Okay. Verb to be. If there isn't enough water in the next few years, many people will die. It is possible. Question 4. Students will get good marks if they study regularly. Okay, will and present simple. If you touch the dog again, it will bite you. And last one here. If we don't stop cutting down trees, we will endanger our oxygen supply. I want to continue with another exercise. Now, it says fill in the blanks with either zero or first conditional. Now, I want you to remember the previous lesson. You learned zero conditional. The rule is in zero conditional sentences, you use present simple in the main clause and in the if clause, okay? Let's look at the sentences. First one, It starts with the main clause. It says, you will see London Eye. Okay, in the main clause, we see will. So we will complete the sentence with present simple. You will see London Eye if you visit London. So this is a type 1 conditional sentence. Okay, look at the second one. Now I'm talking about a fact, a scientific fact, in fact. If you heat ice, it melts. This is zero conditional. Look, present simple in the if clause and present simple in the main clause. What will you do if she refuses to go out with you? You see the question form with will and type 1 sentence again. Number 4, I won't go out if it rains. Another type 1 sentence. And question 5, if you mix red and blue, you get purple. This is type 0. Present simple in the if clause and present simple in the main clause. Okay, now we have a matching exercise. We will match the if clause with the main clause. Please have a look. Let's start. If you send a letter today, it will arrive tomorrow. As you see, all of the sentences are type 1 sentences. If it's sunny, we will go to the beach tomorrow. If you don't study, you won't pass the exam. If it isn't expensive, I will buy it. And last one, if she calls me, I won't answer the phone. Okay. We have one more exercise. It says complete the sentences. You see the beginning of the sentence and we will complete the rest of the sentence, okay? And we will use type 1. Remember the rules. In the if clause, you use present simple. You can also use, present simple. In the main clause part, you will use will. And if you want, you can use modal verbs too. Okay, can I go home? How can we complete this sentence? I wrote, can I go home if I finish my homework? My work early. Okay, you can say homework, of course. Look at the second one. If it goes on raining, present simple in the if clause. Okay, we can use a modal verb here or will. If it goes on raining, we won't go to the beach. Okay, look at the third one. I will help you prepare for the party. Main clause, will. How can we finish the sentence? Let's see. I will help you prepare for the party if I come home early. And last one. If I see him, I can use will or modal verb here. Okay, if I see him, I will give him the notes. Okay, this was the last exercise for today. We talked about type 1. Thanks for listening.